let's get right to it then.
Let's do it.
Luda, Nelly, The Clash. Listen, man, I'm here today. What you want me to do? There's not much that I can add to this, I'll be honest, because I missed a good chunk of this.
Okay.
I went back and reviewed the tape because I couldn't watch it with the sound that bad.
I waited it out. I mean, I didn't have much else to do.
Yeah.
But it was not ideal in the beginning, for sure. It was tough to get through. I happen to know the songs, which most people did, which made it like, all right, I see what he's playing.
Right.
We just can't hear it.
Yeah.
But I was torn apart piece by piece by the timeline.
Wow.
I had Nelly up 5-1 in the first 6 rounds, which I was told I should never speak about music again.
You know what?
And then I went back and reviewed.
Luda won. Let me get that.
Oh,
correct.
I had him win 13-7. If my math is bad, I had one tie.
But it's a stark difference because I feel like if you like partying with women, or if you're with women, they are picking the Nelly records.
That's not true.
A lot of times they were.
I saw the chicks going right for Luda.
Yeah?
I didn't know Luda had the sauce like that. It was one-sided on all the comments I saw. When did you guys tune in?
I tuned in probably after the first four joints. And then it was kind of like, I think Nelly's Wi-Fi kept going in and out.
His shit was terrible.
So then I stopped watching. But then I went back and just read the track list. Luda won.
Yeah, Luda won.
He certainly did. I don't think anyone's here to debate who won. But
I,
some of the rounds of it being a 20-0.
Oh, no, I forget about it, man. Don't even let me answer that question you asked me.
Are you going to talk? It's a podcast.
What? What's wrong with you?
Well,
man?
I'm playing a victim. Don't give me a chance to bum in, man.
Right.
Wait, am I victim shaming?
It sounds like that way to me, Rory.
My fault. Go ahead, victim.
Damn, what was I about to say? I tuned in from the start. I tuned in when they were each on their own separate lives waiting for each other. That's always fun.
Yeah, that's fun. That's
It's awkward.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah, it's super
weird.
awkward.
Tell them to
You
come
get
to
to
my
like-
page. Tell them to come to my page.
And the way it goes for me, I always go to one person's live and they have like 100,000 waiting. I'm like, oh, they about to kill. And then I go to the other person's live and it'd be like 300,000. I'm like, oh, shit.
No,
It's about to be a tough night for you, buddy.
Nelly was giving us the new Drake album. I was like, what is going on in here?
And then they started. Then Nelly's Wi-Fi was horrendous. Boy, did I enjoy the chat at that moment. It was really, really, really bad. They say the weather was bad out there, but so I left it when they started talking about maybe having to reschedule it.
Yeah.
So
Hold
then
on.
45.
Let's not skip over that.
The weather does not affect the Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi was working during Sandy.
Yeah, but
Word.
yeah, but you got white privilege.
Okay. Well, he has money privilege because he has a lot of money. That Wi-Fi should work in his home.
Yeah,
Touche.
I agree.
Yo, but I empathize because when your Wi-Fi is messed up, like once we unplug the thing and plug it back in, if that don't effectively change things, then there's nothing we can do.
Calling Verizon.
And we kind of still don't know how bad it is.
No.
It's not like something that normal people can look at and just fix.
And
You just gotta get jokes.
Nelly had no idea because he was dancing
That's
through,
my
through
point.
all the lag.
Oh my God, it was horrible. So I left, and then 45 minutes later, I'd see that they still on. I'm like, oh shit, they did it. And then I tuned back in, but at that point, it wasn't good. It wasn't good for my guy Nelly.
Yeah.
When I got back.
And Luda's whole "I used to be a radio personality" definitely
he was much
flourished during this entire thing.
He was better prepared. He was a better host.
And through all the bullshit with Nelly's Wi-Fi, he was able to kind of radio personality us for some time. I didn't really need the new Luda.
You hating?
I didn't need it, but you know, starting with the Cosby.
Why your generation be
and-
hating on Luda, man?
Quite the opposite. That's my generation. We love Luda. And Nelly.
Well, why you hating on Luda now?
Make it more personal.
Yeah. My bad. Maybe you're right.
I didn't need the new Luda. When he played it, I didn't need it twice.
I don't think the Versus is ever a good place for
I didn't need
new
need
music.
it to be ran back. Just
I
in
agree.
case I didn't hear it.
No one wants to hear
Versus
that.
is not the place for
Or live shows.
your new music.
Like hearing it at the live shows, it's kind of the same idea.
Yeah,
no one knows
it's
the
bad
words,
that-
man.
Yeah, we don't know the words.
We're here to honor you, but we don't fuck with you today.
Yeah.
That's kind of this whole music thing. Don't give us some new shit.
Yeah.
We'll honor your old shit. We love that.
And that's the thing, too. Listen, I am done trying to predict a winner here. Only the fans won. Like, I'm done ever trying to predict a winner to Verzuz, because what I learned, boy, did this Nelly and Luda shit teach me a good lesson. It
What
taught
did it
me a
teach you?
good lesson, man.
What did it teach you?
And much like just trying to become a rapper and a competitive one at that, this Verzuz shit has a lot to do with a lot of other variables outside of your catalog.
For sure.
Yeah.
And this battle highlighted that for me. And what I mean by that is, yeah, and when I started watching, my focus totally got off of the music. It didn't matter. Anybody who participates in this, your catalog is upper echelon.
Yeah.
Oh, without
Like,
question.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah,
I mean, I feel like the same thing. What was you just saying? Shannon Fry shouldn't talk about Jordan. I feel like that's anybody that participates in this. A lot of us shouldn't really say nothing about them.
Well,
No, but you
it's
can
different
still-
for this because it's a battle.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
They call it a celebration, Maul.
celebration.
Do they?
I think it's a.
Yeah, that's how they
think it's
master
kind of
It's called
beef.
Versus.
It's what are you talking? So,
I kind of
Versus of a celebration.
Yeah, but it takes on the personality of the people involved.
Yeah, no.
The only
for the
time I
judge,
didn't see it be a battle was Erica and Jill. Like, they've all felt like battles to me. Whether they're being competitive and loving each other or not, it still felt like a battle. Maybe it's with hip hop more.
This is just a big braggadocious fest.
Oh,
Like,
for
nigga,
sure.
You know
Which
my
is cool.
hits. You know what I do.
When Ludacris was an active MC,
He still is, right?
He played new records
Yeah.
with Chance.
But he hasn't been actively
yeah,
No,
putting
he
out
hasn't.
albums in a long time.
I'm not saying this as a slight, please.
No, I get it.
But when Luda was
He's only one of the biggest
In-
franchise movies of all time.
in his heyday, Luda was one of those. I won't say he was Busta Rhymes esque. Like
He,
Very animated.
Yeah,
was funny.
His videos were
the videos
were always great.
He made characters. He did shit with his voice. He had party anthems. He
Also,
was,
to the Busta thing, he actually really raps in all his singles.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, he's not just doing the single thing; he's really rapping.
Facts.
So as an MC, you know, I always see Luda that way because that's who he was to me, outside of his amazing abilities. And Nelly, in his rapper image, has always appeared cooler to me.
As a rapper.
The Band-Aid, the tank top, the jersey halfway off,
That did it for you.
the bopping through. Yeah. Yeah. All of it was cool. It was a mix of, I told you that shit was real popping in New York.
Yeah.
So it was just a good mixture to see that vibe in New York. It was cooler. It wasn't so over the top. It was just about engaging women.
Yeah.
Right.
All of it. And that's just how I've always pictured it. Outside of Nelly maybe crossing over more. They probably both cross over, but Nelly probably crossed over more.
In different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind
So
of
this Luda
attached to having to do that.
The Luda that was up there in that battle was much cooler. That was a whole different. That was today Luda. That's movie star, 15, 20 million a movie star Luda. That's, I used to do radio. I know how to do this too. You know how Jamie Foxx sometimes give you an interview and just show you he could do everything?
yeah.
That was this Luda on display with multi-millionaire skin. Oh my God, that always does it for me when the multi-millionaires have skin that we can't get.
That
We
lotion
can't get
we
it.
just, the lotion we don't
Pause.
even know about.
Pause,
Yeah, I
pause,
was
pause.
waiting for that. That's all.
Well, I'm saying somebody's skin is reflective of how life is going.
Well, I know. I think it's fair that you gave up how you loved Nelly's image and now Luda's image, and you're just loving
fair.
how these two men look.
You being fair. I get it.
And I appreciate
Yo,
you giving that balance.
That's it. Listen,
It's
I
a
know,
thing.
I know that has nothing to do with
a
nothing,
thing.
but for me, this battle highlighted how important that is. Nelly was tipsy a little
I
bit.
was gonna say, I think he was drinking a little bit.
Nelly was tipsy a little bit. Luda was all the way focused. That fucking Gucci link, that like he let you know a lot minimally. The Atlanta influence is everything. From that to the throwback Hawks jersey, like it's the other stuff. The perfectly picked afro. You can't find a hair out of place. You cannot find a hair out of place. So those are the things that, I mean, look at Nelly.
Nah, man, Nelly's having a good time.
Nelly is my guy. And listen, trying to bag the girl in the same studio that Nelly is in is a task.
I would imagine, yeah.
It is a task.
I would imagine that.
But in this setting right here, yeah, because Nelly is super cool. Shout out to Nelly, that's my guy. But in this framing, it just, for me, it was, oh, fuck.
It was.
I
it
can't.
was
I'm not
just
watching this.
It was a
I'm
tornado
not
of
watching this.
bullshit with him drinking a little too much, the Wi-Fi not working, the sound. So
yeah.
now, like, that dance might hit if I could properly hear the record.
Yeah,
And now it's just
where the one is.
He the only one that can hear?
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's all it was. But
Yeah, it was-
But the fucked up part is, and this is what's fucked up. Nelly was on live the whole day with 0 issues.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
The whole day he was prepping. He was in that same studio doing speaker checks, mic checks, playing out of different shit. He tested. So for that to go that bad, I felt bad because it was perfect all day.
somebody photoshopped a picture of Chingy dressed as a Verizon guy cutting all the wires at Nelly's house. And I could not stop laughing.
People are stupid. Chingy chilling, minding his business. Here y'all go.
No, but every once in a while he pop out with a little dyke video.
With a what?
He be chilling with Buckin though?
Wait, that's not common knowledge?
No. I didn't know
Shut
that.
up.
What do you be
I had no
watching?
idea.
Chingy got caught mad times with like transvestites and shit.
Oh, I mean, if that's his preference.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. Preference. It's important to know what people's preferences are. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Important. Very
Yeah, look at
important.
Rory though. Foot on the gas with that one.
Yeah.
Image control. Yeah, I get it.
Been a rough month.
Yeah, I get it. His preference. Yeah.
Pro-choice.
Yeah, bro. His preference.
The choice is hers.
But if you also love Jesus, that's cool too.
Oh man, this guy is awesome. What were we saying?
What I noticed, kind of to your point of the other factors, I noticed mega singles don't usually age very well. Super mega singles that
A lot of them are like
play in
two-timers.
Macy's
there's two.
for 6 years just don't hit well in these battles.
That's because it was such a moment, such
like
a
what,
big
though?
moment.
I think Ride With Me beat Saturday by far, but the consensus in the comments and on the timeline was not that.
Oh,
Like-
they were bugging.
I think they're bugging, but I could see, all right, that song
Wait,
was
you
played
think what
out.
beats
and
what?
Ride With Me by Nelly beats Saturday by Luda.
It does.
100%.
That was not the consensus. Maybe it was the sound, or maybe because that song was played out so much. I just think a lot of like
The hook,
Nelly
the hook
shits
now
and were
is a
just
little
so
cheesy.
they were
Well, you
such
should
big
never
records that
get
The hook was
opinions.
always cheesy, but that's what made it fun.
But no, now it's like it's really cheesy though.
What?
Must be the money. Like nobody ain't screaming.
that shit was
Nah,
hard.
shit
Fuck you.
It was corny, but it was hard.
But
like,
2020 back then it was like okay, it was dope.
It was cheesy then.
it was cheesy
too.
then.
But
yeah.
okay, so if it was cheesy then,
But it
what
was
is now?
hard.
No, it was.
A lot of cheesy
I feel
shit
the
be
same way
hard.
about the record.
I love that.
Yeah,
record.
that's my
I
record.
think it still won that round.
That's my
Don't get it
shit.
twisted. But
Listen, Saturday never was the ooh ooh. No, I was never ooh
Nah,
ooh.
that was one of his
It's
lower
Saturday.
yeah,
That was never. I never
No,
was
which
requesting that
Ride
from the
With Me is a
Serato.
way better record to me. I'm with Ride With Me on that one.
I think.
But you should
better
never
record
get
and better play.
opinions from the timeline. You should take your opinions to the timeline. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care what the timeline says. What the fuck do they know about music?
That is very true. They also took Moneymaker over EI. That's why once my mentions were full, I was like, oh, I see who I'm dealing with here.
No,
Never the case will Moneymaker be EI.
Luda wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I win that one. But Moneymaker was a huge record, so I get it.
It's a great record, but it's not beating EI.
I agree.
Luda looked great.
you should call him sometime.
Yeah, you guys kind of did the reverse career thing. He did the personality radio talk show shit, and then was a rapper. You did rapper then radio.
Luda don't get enough. He don't get enough credit. He's not spoken about enough, and he's probably not placed in his proper spot in anyone's top rapper list.
That's a fact.
I completely agree.
I walked away from that saying that too,
That's
as
a
well.
fact. That's always been a fact to me.
His pocket and flow is fucking impeccable.
Yeah.
And diction, pause. Like you can understand every
Yeah,
single
what
word
you
he
on,
said.
man?
Parks is correct, though, because there's a lot of rappers that I think that plays a huge part of why Drake is so successful.
Yeah.
Hove too. You can clearly hear them.
One.
No, of course
Not bring up the boy.
Can't talk about the top.
No, but that's a big
Anything
factor
music
in
and
hip hop
not
when you can
music.
clearly understand every word they're saying. It's a bigger factor than people give it credit for.
That you can understand what they're saying.
Like completely clear, understand every
No,
single
only the
word.
mumble rapper fans would disagree with that.
No, there's real like MCs that do the rap shit that it's tough to catch everything. Simply by how they're rapping, not because the metaphor
Name one
was
if you
over.
real. Name one if you 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 real. Name
let
one
me
if you
see.
real. Name one if you real.
I think most would be bigger in the public eye had he been easier to understand. We understand him because we listen to so much Mos Def, we can pick up on that type of voice inflection. But to the first person listening to Mos, it may be hard to catch.
Okay.
That's all.
So wait, you saying that most would be a bigger artist if people can understand him?
The masses, yeah. I think a lot of rappers.
I don't think his content is. I think it's more so his content.
I mean,
than having a
Kendrick
large
right now has similar content and is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kendrick also plays with a lot of different metaphors. And,
So did
did
Mos.
Mos
Mos
Def.
did a bunch of different voices too,
yeah, but it's a little
and
different with Kendrick,
melodies.
though.
And Mos Def was a huge.
He was big.
He had gold records and shit. Like,
I'm using him as a comparison to the next level.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just
That
don't wanna be
clear voice
dismissive
shit
about
is
his
tough.
success,
But
'cause he was
Luda
very
has that too. Luda is one of those rappers that kind of covered. You know, we're doing a podcast.
Hey, Simba. We're doing a podcast. Bye. Get out of here. Jesus.
You know, you don't have to answer your phone.
I just don't.
There is the red button.
Listen, just don't touch me, man. That's all I'm asking. Just do not touch me. You are a sick nigga, man. What is wrong with you?
The sickest.
What is wrong with you? Ah, you a sick nigga, man.
Because that's not the way that it sounds, Maul.
Yes, it is.
That's exactly the way.
No, it's
I don't know
not.
what type of
No,
call
it's
that was.
not.
I know
It's not. And
I've
you're
had
wrong.
those calls.
You're wrong.
Okay, all right. I'm wrong. Whatever.
You are wrong.
You a sick nigga, man.
But what? You know what's fucked up? Like when you call somebody names that didn't say nothing. Like I didn't say nothing.
I know. But I could tell by what she was saying, you know.
Well, Simba's sick.
Yeah, I know. You sick too, though. You sick too.
Anywho's.
Yo, so Mos Def.
Look, I was off that talk before
was
she
joking.
called. Yeah, but Mos Def and Kendrick. Like y'all was about to go deep with it. I'm like, Mos Def and Kendrick what?
Yeah, no.
Like I don't even like that. I don't even like that sentence starting that way. Mos Def and
We're
Kendrick
talking
anything.
about content and it being successful in the masses, and I think they had similar content. That's all that was. Wasn't comparing
Well,
them as
most were
rappers.
just so quote unquote underground. His content that it wasn't. I don't think he produced content for the masses. I don't think he
No.
was ever. I don't
Still
think,
has gold records, so.
Oh no, because the underground is an audience for it without
Yeah.
a doubt. But it's masses, like global. Like I don't think so.
That's a big deal back then.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the bottom of Mos and Talib, man.
Sick to his rib.
Call Talib. Get him on the horn.
No, I think aren't they doing show? Well, we're doing shows together.
Yeah, they were.
as Black Star.
Oh yeah, they were about to do shows, I think.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be there's been rumors of a Black Star album produced by Madlib.
which I
that's-
think they announced.
yeah,
That would be dope
Oh wow,
to hear
I
that.
don't know what's up with it, but
that's exciting.
that's been on the radar for a while.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys have any final thoughts about Ludacris versus Nelly?
No, it was a great battle.
It was,
I
closer
enjoyed
than
it
the timeline made it out to be.
much closer.
yeah, and
but
it was fun just going. Again, like the best part of these verses to me is just reliving the moments when those records actually dropped.
Yeah.
You can kind of remember the time, where you were at, what was going on.
Yeah,
So that's always fun, and then to see like where these artists are today, like where Luda is today. You know what I mean? Like box office movies,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing his thing. So it's dope. It's dope to watch. It's definitely a testament to.
I want to hear Maul say box office movies.
Yeah,
I'm the only one to do that funny. I know.
Box office
I
is
know.
You gotta say that. You gotta respect that. That nigga could have been in a bunch of, them bullshit movies that they just put out all the time. He's like, what happened to that? Nothing.
Was Tyrese in the comments? I didn't see him, and I was really upset.
I
I was waiting for the I thought we did this as a family rant. Like, I could have been there, and we could have done Tyrese and Luda versus Nelly.
I know that. And then Nelly put that diamond trophy up, though.
Yeah, or
That changes things a bit.
Luda ain't even want to look at that. He didn't yeah, all of a sudden he looking behind the
Look at Luda.
Yeah, he didn't want to look at the screen.
That diamond trophy looks
I
a
don't know, man.
It's a
little different.
It just makes the air.
Yeah, we both got Grammys, but
I have this.
check
diamond
this
thing.
out.
I don't know that Fast and Furious franchise.
yeah,
That
Diamond
might
too.
that might go with Diamond.
Yeah, that's Diamond too.
Especially now, if he put out an album, they'll bundle it with the.
With every Fast and the Furious ticket.
Yeah, like anytime you go see Fast and Furious, you stream Luda's album.
I can see it.
Like,
I can
wait,
see it
what?
happening.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
technically.
Bundle it. These niggas is selling everything but music.
Yo, bundling an album with Hobbs versus Vin Diesel would be the
I
funniest
got 3
shit.
songs on the soundtrack. You fucking right. That's how that go.
It's only not
Who's
fair
next
because
on this?
everybody can't play the bundle game. Like, that's why it's not fair.
Everybody can't.
No,
Everybody can't play the music game either.
That bundle game is a game reserved for 4%, 5% maybe.
Superstars, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it'd be the bundles that you don't know what you're getting with it. Like if I buy a T-shirt and the CD because I want both of those as a fan, totally cool with that. It'd be like the blind bundles. Like I just streamed your album, and now because some other website you own can counter stream it, now you have 500,000 streams or 200,000 streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bullshit to me.
It's all nasty to me.